I play PvE.
Good for you. You should try to. Oh, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing PvE. I gotta go for this fuel tank over here. Somebody's shooting something. Okay, where am I? It's a bit of a rock formation here. Here it is. Oh, I didn't bring a bag. Oh well. Oh, gun. Good. And this should be the end of this task. Yeah, how do you enjoy PvE? I know some people get really... It's like you're cheating on your girlfriend or something.
Markskid_2314. A lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, it kind of reminded me, I used to play The Division a lot. In fact, that's what I first started streaming. And in The Division, there was always back and forth, push back, push forward from the PvE people versus the PvP people. And the PvP people wanted certain things. Mostly to kill PvE people, but PvE people just wanted to play the game, do the tasks, whatever. And they were always like trying to adjust the game to make both groups happy, and I don't think it's possible. Because PvE is a different game, as far as I'm concerned. This is the other weather station. You guys go fight there.
Markskid_2314. I can't settle on a good gun for mid-long range PMC fights.
Mid-range, eh? Let me think about that. Okay, that's done. And I'm not going to go to the new area. That's the new area there if you've never done it. But you have to go on your belly and crawl under the trains to get into it. I think it'll get released. You can see this is all open up now, right? There used to be a wall here. Well, it's all open up. So I'm thinking this next release, this whole area. So you notice all back there, there's a compound. So some people have been getting to it and going into it, but the only way to get into it, and I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to lose this G36. But this wall used to come all the way down here, right? Mid-range, I mean, to be honest, I really like the AUG. But I would say maybe the MDR. mean, the SVD is like one of my favorite guns, but I more or less consider that long-range weaponry. Really, it's for mid-range, it's the scope that you put on your gun that's really the important part. I mean, I wish I could remember. Gigabeef is another streamer, and I watch a lot of his content. And there's a guy who has a chart. Maybe you could search for it on Google, which is Tarkov drop-off, and it is a whole chart of ammunition and what its drop-off is over distance. But typically, if you just give me a minute here. I mean, if it's short range, then you want the MP7 early on in the game. The MP5 is good. Okay, this is my next one here. If you want to prevent bullet fall off, come on. Oh, damn it.
Markskid_2314. Going to use the VIPA 136.
Okay, is that the 366 or is that the 7? Oh, come on. 7x39. Having trouble here.
Markskid_2314. 762.
Yeah, 762. Okay. Yeah. So why, if you're going to use that? Come on, you stupid. Move this forward. See if that makes a difference. Sometimes it will. Oh, bullets. But I have to get in. Oh, there it was. Yay. Plant. I mean, you can't beat the mutant. Okay, so let's see here. It's back. Does it give it to you? So the higher the velocity, the less its chance of drop off. So, oh. So that's one thing you can keep in mind. I'm just going to fill this in case I have to use it.
Markskid_2314.
Cheaper
I'm
side.
going for a kit on the cheaper side.
Yeah, okay. But that's one of the reasons I like the MDR, is because you get pretty good recoil without having to mod it very much. That's a big thing. Is if you have to mod the gun a lot to get decent recoil, then you're going to have a hard time hitting somebody at mid-range. Or after the first shot, between each shot. Now this gun here isn't too bad actually, the G36.
Markskid_2314. What ABT 74 on?
It's not bad. The problem is, it really comes down to the ammunition that you're using. So early on, now playing PvE, you don't have to worry about players. You only have to worry about PMCs. But early on, the 74N, most the ammo you can get for it is pretty good early on. In PvP, when you go up against Class 6 armor and stuff, it struggles. So, if it was close in, I'd say the 74 you the little shorty is pretty good. Um, yeah, I mean I still like the MDR. The the black one that does the better ammo, but only has 20 round mags for it, or 25 that you can buy. Um, that's good. It's hard to get, but I've managed to find like 2 of them so far. Because if you can get one of them and get like an M80 round, or M62 or M61 is really tough to defend against. But even the yellow MDR, you can put 60 round mags in it. All you need is a foregrip, and that's cheap, somewhat. And then the AUG, you can use the AUG like straight out of the box, almost. Okay, here we go. I kind of want one of those books.
Markskid_2314. Also, it is pretty strange how Night Factory is so bright.
Mm-hmm. It's too bright, actually, to use. Just gonna go down here for a second and check my tab. It's too bright, because if you want to use night vision stuff, okay, that's done. That's done. I gotta extract. So rather than, I do need to go in to the back of the pickup and grab a piece of hardware for skier, but I also want to complete this task.
Markskid_2314. Not a complaint. Markskid_2314. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Interchange. I play a lot of Interchange. I like it because it's like a square. Like you have Railway up in one corner and Emercon at the other corner. They're always there as extracts. It's not hard to find them. The other thing is I'll go into the underground where the parking garage is, and you can typically find enough goodies in a raid to make it worthwhile, and you can avoid players pretty much unless they come downstairs. So you'll find me, if I'm playing PvP mode, I will do that. I'll go into the underground on Interchange. But Interchange pretty much is bright enough, especially if you go up into the store. You don't need night vision. It is very bright. Most of the maps are bright. I do a lot of night rays when I'm on PvP, just trying to avoid players. Like I've done customs at night, not a problem, especially if you can get a moonlit night. That's fine with me. I've done reserve at night. Yeah, if somebody sits in a bush, you can't see them without night vision. That doesn't actually happen that much to me, so I'm okay with it. Come on. Come on. There it is. Yes, that's 2 done. But yeah, interchange is plenty bright.
Markskid __ 2314. TBH best map for
Yes,
farming
yes.
cultists is factory.
You know, I've never hit a cultist on factory. I've had them on customs, but I have never done it. I've never ran into one on factory. However, I don't do a lot of night raids. I actually have a task to go on that one where you got to put down the 3 blue gunpowders, but I usually do the daytime. If you want to go in at night, um, I put a flashlight on, and I find that's good enough for if you happen to spawn down in the
Markskid
underground.
_ 2314.
Yeah, it's
It
not
is a
very big.
2% spawn for dem.
It's not very much. It's a pretty small spawn rate. But you think the number of raids I've done. Well, again, I don't do that many at night.